People seem quite upset about my recent posts on Facebook, where I actually go on to address Indians as niggers. The prime concern is not that why I address Indians as niggers. It is actually that how come I can afford to dislodge and dislocate myself with an Indian identity. See, there are so many possible interpretations or uh, uh, reasoning out the scenario. I would not like to go in detail into all of them. India has completely disowned me. The kind of stature I possess is worth zillions. Given the fact that I'm the only non-transhumans or human, a man who can think with his own brain, is actually alive and living in the Indian subcontinent. And the very prime concern of Indian people is to ensure that I do not prosper. So they take it as a token for their own prosperity. In mathematical terms, it could be misleading, but on prima facie, it gives them some sadistic pleasure. Happiness or pleasure is has been supplanted with sadism, and more importantly, they are more concerned that the kind of thoughts they get. So that is a function of their data that is stored in the matrix. So how can they store favorable data in the matrix so that they get a favorable set of thought so that they can function the way they think to be normal. So they need weights for the symbols they carry, and the symbols they carry are totally beyond measure. Only computer can identify or assign weights to them. And the way the weights are decided happens to be a zero sum game. So I give you a situation where a piece is shared among two people. So if I get 3, somebody gets 7. If the total amount to be shared is 10. So what they have done is given a confinement to the measure or magnitude of the weight a symbol can carry, or set of symbols carry. So if A is given weight 1 and the B is given weight 20, so if A happens to somehow overpower or give a presentation of visualization or in virtual terms attempt a heist of some sort, and B is shown helpless before A, so it's virtually possible may not be in different terms. That A gets enhancement in the social score from 1 to 15, and B may be cut down to 5. So this is how, I'm sorry, 6. So this is how it functions. So this is totally in virtual terms. What happens without the quantum computer, nobody knows. Your thoughts are governed by a machine, and they're totally misleading. And to live a life, given the fact that you are living a misleading life, is to doubt oneself in terms of the thought process or identity. So it is totally abnormal for anyone to think beyond the realm of the confinement of one's thought process or lines of thought. So in such a scenario, it's very difficult for me to identify myself with Indians. A, they don't have the courage, the justice, or tolerance. I don't rate them on the basis of their skin, educational qualification, or their prosperity. I'm counting on basic human facet that decides one from being animal to being more animated in lively terms. So what I've decided, I have promised myself, and I promised to the world, I don't have any sort of identification as per the Indian anti holes. My future lies outside the borders of the country. That is for sure. I have intentions of course, I do have intentions of plundering the entire country that may or may not be materialized. Yes, I do have the intention, plundering the entire country, because this set of, we have allocating one's own identification in terms of virtual things is totally despotic and pathetic as well.